Yes, people. We are live. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to United Team Talk. And breathe. Flipping hell, fam. Manchester United 1, West Ham United 0. I'm here with the bros, Rick and Jax in the building. Obviously, Jesse will be joining us shortly. But yeah, man. Big win. Does this secure our place in the top 4? Who knows? We're going to dissect the game. But like I say every time, make sure you smash that like and subscribe if you're new. And let's get straight into the video. Cool. Where to begin, man? What a game. Well, I'll say what a game. It was kind of dry, but we had some good spells. Obviously, the lineup comes out pretty much expected, although Rashford coming back. I see people on Twitter losing their heads saying, oh, we're rushing him back. Gonna go to you, Rick, first. How do you feel knowing Rashford came back straight into the team, man?
Yeah, man. Most footballers are only like 80% fit most of the time anyway, man. It's never be 100% fit. So that 100% fitness thing is a bit of a myth, man. Just if he has a knock, a bit of pain, he can play through it. As long as it's not a muscle injury or anything like that, or like a ligament injury, anything like that, then he should be able to play through it, man. So
yeah, Jax, your thoughts on Rashford come back in the team?
I agree with what Rick just said. It's exactly the same thoughts. We need Rashford. We need him to play. So if he can play through the pain, then he should.
Is that not, damaging him for the future? Like Rooney, maybe he becomes one of them players where at 27 he's done out here, or
actually he's got good genes, man. So I'm gonna say.
We know what that means.
We're a bit different.
Like that. Yeah, man. Let's get into the game. First half, pretty dead, man. I can't lie, man. The same old things. Pedestrian walking pace, no ideas. Bruno dropping deep. Scott, Fred, Wan-Bissaka, fam. Oh, Rick, I'm gonna go straight into Wan-Bissaka. You cannot tell me. You know what? You told me the positives you saw about that. Because
the one thing I saw today, yeah, Oli like kept Wan-Bissaka back in that double pivot, bro, for the first half. That's the one thing I was like, oh okay. And then like James hugged the width, and then all that I had to do is one job was just to get the ball to James. That was like his one job. He didn't do it well.
No, don't skip past it. He didn't do it well. Nah, bro.
He didn't do it well. I didn't skip past it. I stopped. But he didn't do it well. That's the end of the story, bro.
No, bro. We need to have a serious conversation, Carl.
I want Lamptey, bro. I want Tariq Lamptey from Brighton. If they're gonna go down, we pick him up.
Why is he so bad? I was losing it. Simple, brother. No one can tell me he was a winger. I refuse to believe it. There's no way.
He's quick.
Jax, we obviously watched the game together. This comes to your point about players, fam.
Well, yeah. I mean, can I believe that he was a winger? Yeah, because a lot of what people don't understand about professional footballers is they are athletes. Wan-Bissaka, believe it or not, he's probably fast compared to anyone you've ever played football with. He's probably quick. So I can believe he was a winger. Obviously not a great one. But yeah, he's just not good enough, is it? That's the thing. It's just not good enough. He's very good at tackling, and that's actually it for me. Very good at tackling, but that's it. Very bad on the ball. Very, very bad.
So bad. Man.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating.
I couldn't believe I was watching every first time. It was like 5 times, just kicking it out of play, giving it to the upper position. Like, bro, 50 million we invested in you. This is what you're doing.
It's the thing is because he's so good at tackling. Sometimes some games, obviously 50 million is not going to be justified if you can't pass the ball, but he does defend well. But it's just not good enough. If you want to move on to the next level, I don't think he's good enough. I think we need another right back.
We should have not actually started a negative because we did win the game. Any positives? Obviously, Mason Greenwood looked bright. Couple chances, great save by Fabianski in the first half.
You know what I've seen here? Like, open my eyes here. Like, when you look at the top footballers, they're able to like slow down the game, not just like in their head, like literally able just to slow down the game and give them more options. Yeah, like on those counter attacks, even though Greenwood did the right thing and he hit the post or something like that, if he slows it down, that becomes so much easier if he waits for the Rashford overlap.
Yeah.
It's experience.
No, I'm talking about the first half. Obviously, you're talking about the second half where we broke. Yeah, that one. I don't know, man. Like, yeah,
I love his experience, bro.
Like his finishing is still quality. It's just that, like, I'm just saying, like, if he just waits for the support, it becomes easier because the defenders have to now mitigate the danger. Have to think. Okay, he's gonna pass the ball to Rashi. It's like if you saw Iheanacho
it opens it up.
For Leicester, he scored a banger, but before he scored the banger, he waited for Vardy to make his run.
To make the run, yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
and then that took all the defenders,
like
attention, and then he could strike the shot. Do you know what I mean? And it just makes it easier. We don't do that enough. We don't know the game.
I think it will come with experience. I think it will come with experience with some players. James, funny enough, I've always said this as well.
Yeah, James tried to, but his end product is just shocking, bro.
To be fair on James, there were a couple of times where quite a few good balls across the box, but no striker in there, bro.
Well, I mean,
and that was driving me mad, bro.
I was thinking, what's going on?
No player in the box. Like in the first half at the start, Scott was lurking around the back post.
Yeah,
and then it's like he just thought. I think like Fame is in. Everyone just said this isn't working. Freestyle football, because then you saw Rashi started popping up on the right. Yeah, Scott started coming deep again. And the double pivot came back again. I was like, fam, stick to it. Like, you man are not actually making runs.
Bro.
You're not actually making runs. You're there in the area. You're not actually making runs. You're not attacking the space. You know, you're not creating space for each other. That's why it's not working. It's nothing to do with the fact that, if you get the ball to Luke Shaw and you cross the ball in, eventually you find one of the back posts. Eventually, if you create the right overload, if there's back post should have been James, Scott, maybe Bruno, maybe Greenwood.
Bruno could have gone into the box much more, I think.
Yeah, all of them exactly. Like, if all of them were trying to get into the box back post, then playing on the left would have worked.
Yeah.
But
I think the issue on the flip side of that, I think what was a bit annoying from James's point of view is sometimes he was crossing just for the sake of getting across in. You know, there was no one in the box, and you're just crossing it in. That's I
don't know why he players in the box. I don't get it. Like he needs players in the box for a goal. Like Rashi, like Rashi. I don't know. Like I was watching him today, and he just loves to occupy the half space, and he occupies it for the wrong reason. He occupies it so he can get the ball there and shoot. Yeah, that's what quality he does. You're not going to score from there. You're not that guy.
Is that down to that injury he had? Because I think I recognize this. Like he's changed the way he's playing. He doesn't really like go out players. He just hangs about and just in
the half space. And the thing is,
he's trying to find a balance.
No, do you know what it is? You know what it is? I think it's a lazy fix. So Rashi's really poor at timing his runs. Yeah. So if he runs from deeper, it's easier for him to time it. Does that make sense? Yep. So if he's not on the shoulder, if he's like in the between the lines and he runs from there, it gives him like 3 seconds before he's offsides, basically.
Yeah. Like, he needs to be careful to not replicate Rooney, because I feel that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to be more like how Rooney was.
Rooney had different facets of his game. Like he was creative. Like Rashi, he's not quick enough mentally enough to be in the half space.
He's not smart enough for like Rooney.
He's basically taken up here. I see like the half spaces basically as the most dangerous positions on the pitch. Yeah, so you want your most creative players there. Today, on the left-hand side, we had Rashi. On the right-hand side, we had Scott. Like, that's what drives me mad. Like, in the positions where we need the most creative players, we put our least creative players there.
But who else is there?
Who is creative? That's the question.
Bruno's creative, but he's not in that position.
He's everywhere, though.
Yeah, he was
everywhere but there. That's the problem. He's everywhere but there because people are standing in that space. Like, it's just frustrating. And when it isn't Scott, it's Wan-Bissaka. Like, no, I think
the truth is that's Pogba's place. When Pogba was playing, that's the place where he occupies usually. No?
Yeah, kind of, but he's normally deeper. Anyway, if we play him a double pivot, he gets there eventually, but he's not always there. Like I think our most two creative players today are Greenwood and Bruno.
Sure? I think Luke Shaw done a bit of.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw's not gonna. He's gonna be occupying the wing anyway. I'm talking about instead of like being in the middle in the half space area, it should be maybe Greenwood and Bruno. I don't think Scott and Rashi being there really creates any danger. You saw it for the full 9 minutes. They did nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, but once we got the goal, it was much better. Once we got the goal, obviously.
I want to give a bit of credit to United today. I think it was a tough game. And the way I think sometimes we forget that it's also the other team as well. You know, the way West Ham set up. I think they missed a trick. Personally, I think they should have come at us. They could have actually got a better result, but they set up 5-4-1. That is hard to break down. You know, and they're not a crap team. So I think the fact that we even created some chances. You know, with Rashford's header, I think that was a great cross by Greenwood. And Greenwood's chance, very good save from Bielski. I think we deserve a bit of credit for at least, and they didn't get anything. They didn't have anything whatsoever, kind of thing. So I think a bit of credit to United today. It wasn't as bad as some people might think it was.
Yeah, speaking of West Ham, you said they didn't get anything. Honourable mention to Maguire, man. I think vital blocks he made today in the air. I trusted him to win everything. But another thing about the subs today, I think we made no subs.
I didn't think we should have made any subs. I think the way we play was going fine.
Yeah, to rebut what I just said, which is dumb. But every time we make subs, that's when I get nervous. That's when I think, oh man, we're gonna concede. It's happened every time. We bring on Tuanzebe or Matic, and then we drop so deep.
You said that last episode, Jerry. I mean, so maybe he listened to
Team
Talk. Maybe he listened to Team Talk and thought Jerry said something that's true, so he made no subs and it worked.
Yeah, man.
Well, maybe if they took that last corner.
Bro, listen, I'm so happy the referee blew there. Why could he do that against Everton, man? The waste, man, bro.
You know that one, yeah. It was time up, by like a
minute.
Yeah,
exactly. So,
but I think this game kind of highlighted like how what Jax always says, that these players have like really, really, really strong strengths, but they have their weaknesses in it. Like Maguire's thing is aerial duels.
Yeah,
like, he's on smash. Like if they were smart, if West Ham was smart, they would have targeted Lindelof or Wan-Bissaka at the back post.
I'm surprised they didn't. That's so
Towards the end, they would do that. I was like, Jerry, look, Wan-Bissaka, some more space. I was like, fam.
Yeah,
they missed the trick.
We kind of put Scott on top of that anyway. That's what Scott's in the team for, winning like aerials for Lindelof anyway, like in front of him.
We need to get Ben Rama. Sorry to cut the conversation. That guy's a baller, fam. Do you not agree? It was Ben Rama. What's his name?
Did I not say this in the summer? Bro, I said this in the summer.
He is cold.
He's 30 million. He's winger. He's tricky. He's direct.
When he came on, I was like,
yeah. No big team there for this guy.
No, Jerry, listen to me when I say there are like 100 of them, man.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing.
It probably is, yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going for James.
Fingers doing stepping.
James,
this is what I see. This is why I get so frustrated with about systems. I get it. Like I always agree that it is that as well. But I was watching the game today, yeah, and I was obviously trolling in a group about systems and all that kind of stuff. But I was watching some situations we got ourselves, and I said, what would City do in this situation? What is it about City's attack that makes them so good? Apart from the fact that they play wherever they play. But I realized actually, most of those situations, 1-on-1, when James was 1-on-1, if it was Mahrez in that situation, he would take on a player. If it was Sterling in that position, he would take on a player. But when it's James in that position, he can't take on a player. So then how do we create a chance from that situation, if that makes sense? We have to just recycle the ball. And I think that's an issue. The fact that we don't have any wingers that can take on players.
A lot of City's chances they make are not via take-ons, though.
No, but
the individual goals that Mahrez scores are via take-ons. I admit that, but most of the actual tap-in chances were that they're not really via take-ons.
No, but they take-on. They commit
all
players.
All they literally do is just do a slide rule pass.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But that before that pass comes on,
movement, bro. It's nothing to do with dribbling and stuff like that. Like
I disagree because most of the goals I've seen Mahrez,
it's pre-rehearsed.
Okay, most of the goals I've seen Mahrez do, he will get the ball, he would start committing a player.
Yeah, I'm not talking
about
City. I'm talking about City as a whole.
I'm talking about City. So
yeah, you're talking about Mahrez particularly. I'm talking about
City. He's an example, Ricky. Let me finish. I said Mahrez and Sterling. So let me go through the examples. Mahrez gets the ball, and then he commits the player. As in he starts to take on the player, then he sees a run, then he plays a reverse pass. Because he's already committed a player and he draws spaces, then he plays the pass. Whereas Oslo, when James gets the ball, there's no commitment. He's not gonna be able to find the space to even play a reverse pass because he's not committing any players. Same as Sterling. A lot of the time I see Sterling get the ball before he even plays the inner pass, or anyone, whether it's Gundogan, whether it's anything, they've started to commit players. I've seen that so often. That's my observation. I've seen that so often. But Man United, when we get it, we ain't got no players that really want to take on a player apart from Rashford.
I don't think it's down to that, really, man. I just think it's down to the fact they have to have pre-rehearsed moves, man.
I think, but they isolate the one-on-ones very well, though.
Of course they do. Of course they do. And they do take people on. But I'm saying, like, when they actually create, like, when Mahrez cuts in, he normally shoots. Do you know what I mean? It's a cut. And Rashi does that. Rashi stands a man up, he cuts in, and he tries to shoot. Just like normally gets blocked in our team because our positional play is poor.
Yeah.
Our positional play is poor. That's the thing, and that's coaching. Positional play is to do with coaching. It's to do with manager telling you, you stand there, you move, you don't play for me. Ask Henry. When Henry went to
I've watched that, fam.
He's explained it. He's explained positional play. We don't have that, unfortunately. So I don't think we can compare ourselves to people like City because we don't have positional play.
Yeah, so, and that's where we're trying to get to, which is looking a long way away. Because
are we trying to get there? I don't know.
Not trying, man. As fans, that's where we want to get to.
That's what we want to.
I'm talking about the board and the coach and the everything. I don't think they're on that. But let me just read a few comments before we move on. Always the Red says, "Why does Oli not make subs? Our players are going to be tired on Thursday." Dumb guy. That's my team. Chris Digger says, Eze as well. Again, another baller from the championship that we didn't see and got Daniel James.
Eze is a like you know, to be of the pitch. Like doing it on the wing is easy. Yeah, do it in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, you can come inside and do it. Yeah,
defend against a midfielder that carries the ball and can go either way in the middle of the pitch. Like on your fullback, you have the touchline to help you.
Yeah, less space.
Pitch.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, you can't do nothing. You can't do anything. You literally can't do anything. You're just he's mercy. Sparse
says, how's James even a United player? Yeah, we ask ourselves that same question every week. Harry, shout out to Harry, says this is a big issue because Oli never subs on players, and plus we have AC Milan next. You should have subbed some players off the pitch. We talked about this because the bench today was looking kind of weak. I can't lie. And
what was the bench? Who was on the bench?
Let me see. Let me just see. We had two goalkeepers, Nathan Bishop, Lee Grant. We had Tellez, Bailly, Tuanzebe, Williams, Matic, Diallo, and Shoretiri.
Wait. Can I ask a question? Yeah. Would you play Tellez or Luke Shaw on the right?
On right back?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll try it.
I'd try anything at this rate, bro.
Trust me.
I'd try anything.
No, but who would go on the right though? Who would be on the right?
Left forward players tend to be a bit too left-footed.
Huh?
I'd rather try left-footed players tend to be very left-footed. They can't use the right foot at all.
No, I know, but you don't really want him overlapping. Does that make sense? I just want him
there.
Yeah, but if you're playing right, but there's going to be situations where the ball's going to be on the right side mostly.
Playmaking or something, man, or maybe crossing the ball from deep with the left foot or something like that, man.
Yeah, but even defensively, when you're left-footed and you're showing a player outside, if you're too left-footed, you feel uncomfortable running this way.
The thing, bro, you said like opportunity cost, man. What do you want to? What do you want? Why the second defense? Also fine, bro.
It'll be better to play Brendan. It'll be better to try Brendan.
Brendan's not great defensively, is he though?
Huh?
Is Brendan great defensively?
It's Tellez.
Yeah, Tellez is a bit.
I know Tellez is amazing on the ball though. That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
Like compared to what we've got, he's amazing on the ball compared to what we've got. Like him and Shaw, they're by far the best on the ball.
I don't know. It'll be hard because. Yeah, it'll be sacrificing one thing for another again. Like,
one thing is that
might be shocking.
We don't know in it because we haven't tried it. We actually just don't know, man.
Never know. I would just ask Wan-Bissaka just to please just train how to. Just don't do. I was just don't do nothing complicated.
I'm trying to make pigs fly, bro.
Bro, I don't think that could be coached. Like, what? Nah, bro. You have to have a base level, and then he doesn't even have that. Like
he's smalling. He's basically a smalling. Like it's not good enough.
thing is, like, Smalling didn't lose the ball. Smalling was better than one on the ball. Like, I'm not having this.
Yeah, but Smalling just didn't look good.
Yeah,
That's
just
what I'm
didn't
saying.
look good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah,
but he
but
kept the ball at least. Arteta doesn't keep the ball, bro. This is the thing. I wouldn't mind, like, when he's just losing the ball.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what pisses me
even
off.
when a world class player like De Bruyne is just losing the ball, we're not happy. Pogba,
Yeah.
look at Pogba.
Yeah,
Pogba looks
exactly.
playing the ball, but he was losing it too much. We're all onto him. Like, that's what I'm onto Wan-Bissaka about. Like, he's too careless in possession.
It sounds like you're joining the train. I like that.
No. I was explaining to you guys that Wan-Bissaka keeps the world class wingers in his pocket, bro. And
Yeah,
that's
of course. Everyone knows that.
bro. Nobody has that really. Like, nobody really has. I think
that's the obvious strength, obvious weakness I've been saying for months.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that with that, if we had attacking fullback, yeah, the way we play against top 6 teams, we'd be finished.
Yeah. But that's what I said. He should be put in for certain games, though. Like,
exactly, this is the thing. Exactly, for certain games, we don't need him. It depends as well, bro. Like, if you're doing the whole like back three thing in possession, then he can stay on the pitch. But if you need him to provide width for you, that's what you need him to do. He shouldn't be on the pitch, really. So,
what do you lot think about that question on the screen? He says once Wan-Bissaka gets a proper winger to play with, he will improve.
Yeah, he will improve because he doesn't have to do as much offensive output. Does that make sense?
I think he loses the ball even in his own half.
That's what I'm saying.
He loses the ball in his own half. Every time we try and play out from the back, and it goes to him, we lose the ball. And then someone will say we don't have the style of play, but we do. But he cancels it.
If you watch, who was it today? Was it Arsenal or Leicester? I think it was like Arsenal and Leicester. They both did like a bit of a back three thing in possession, yeah. And all you do, like the man that's terrible on the ball, all he does is pass it back to the centre back who's good on the ball or the goalkeeper. Like that's you give him. You don't let him.
I hear that, but when you're playing from the back, there's going to be some situations you're just going to find yourself, depending on how the other team presses. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you're under a bit of pressure, and if you're very bad on the ball, we're going to lose the ball. That's the issue.
It's true. It's true.
That's the issue, and it's just a good. As I'm saying, for Man United, like we talk about these things, and we talk left, right, center, but the truth is, for Manchester United, we keep forgetting this. For Manchester United, the biggest club in the UK, Britannia, we can't have a player with an obvious weakness like that. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. That's my thing. It's just not good. If we're trying to get to that level,
I think we can if he's world class at something. I think we can if he's world class at something, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll give you an example. Like you can think of so many players that are world class at something and their value is so high, but you just ignore their weaknesses, bro.
Remember what I said though.
Their weakness is so bad.
That's what I'm saying. All I've said.
No, there's lots of footballers who are world class footballers who their weakness is so bad.
Who's that?
Messi can't win anything early. Messi can't win anything early.
I think that's extreme.
Whoa.
Now
we're talking about football here. We're talking about football.
Oh god.
The target man, he'd be useless.
Ricky, I don't. What are you saying here?
No one's going to do that, bro. No one's going to. Jackson, I don't think you understand, yeah.
Example, Ricky. We're talking.
No.
We're talking about football here.
I think he's got a point.
Yeah. What we're doing with Wan-Bissaka is equivalent to playing as Messi as a target man. What we're doing with Wan-Bissaka is equivalent of playing Messi as a target man. It's the equivalent.
I think the word equivalent is a bit misused.
I used an extreme example so you guys understand what I'm saying. Like when we use Wan-Bissaka, it's a joke. When we use him, makes no sense.
Ricky, I understand what you're saying. As the way we use it. But first and foremost, he's a footballer. He's a football. The sport we're playing, Ricky, is football. Yeah. So your obvious weakness can't be you can't play football. That's my issue. It's fine if you're going like I would allow Maguire and say, okay, Maguire, you're slow. That's your slowness is an athlete problem. It's not a football problem, if that makes sense. Or Lindelof, your weakness is that you're not strong, but you can play football. And by the way, Lindelof is not that slow. He's actually quite quick. But sad enough.
That's what I'm saying to you, man. I laughed at me.
Yeah. No, I don't know if I did. I can't remember if I did. But he's not that slow. He's not slow. But when your obvious weakness is the standard, which is just playing football, That's a huge issue.
Huge red flag.
That's why I say it's not equivalent. You can talk about Maguire and say, oh, yes, Maguire's slow. That's okay. I'll be like, okay, you know what? He's slow, but that's not a football issue. You know, Lindelof, he's weak, but that's not a football issue. You know, De Gea, he doesn't come out. That's not a football issue. But when we're talking about just standard of football, as in keep the ball, pass it, like, and you can't do that, then your strength is great, but I don't know if it cancels just your inability to play football.
I don't know. I don't know, because to me, it's like he's the reverse of Marcelo.
Yeah, but Marcelo wasn't terrible.
Yeah, but he wasn't that bad defending, though.
Yes, he was. He wasn't. No, he wasn't great. No, he wasn't. He wasn't great.
Yes, he was, bro.
Ricky.
Bugs, bro.
Ricky.
Man, he
wasn't good. He wasn't good. He wasn't good. No, he wasn't good. He wasn't good. But he wasn't that bad.
He's world class. So because of that, you put something in your team to like just make it happen, bro. You put something in your team to make it happen, fam.
Yeah, but Marcelo was so important to Real Madrid.
Like Jack,
his offensive strength was so high.
Yeah, Jack. If we have a player playing right back that can't defend, we are finished because our centre backs can't cover.
Ricky, remember what I said last week? It's not, for me, it's not about being good. I'm saying be world class at what you're good at, but be decent. Just be okay at defense.
I know what you're saying, but I'm trying to say to you is that we need a Wan-Bissaka. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Like,
I think we need another Luke Shaw.
No. On our right hand side, listen to me. We need someone who just somehow stops everything. Like, people don't attack down that side anymore, bro. Like, that's why it looks better defensively. Like, if you had a player, if you had two Luke Shaws, I think you'd see like we would have, because we don't cover the right hand side. Wan-Bissaka doesn't get covered. He just gets left by himself.
I think we'll score more goals. I can't lie.
By himself, yeah, but we concede more too.
So you're happy with this? I can't.
I'm not saying I'm happy with this. But I'm trying to say like the balance of our team right now. If you watch, we cover the left hand side more than we cover the right side. Wan-Bissaka gets left by himself.
Yeah,
he doesn't get helped.
Yeah,
really, like compared to the left hand side, like Luke Shaw gets help. Luke Shaw gets fed inside there. He gets Maguire comes.
Scott McTominay covers.
Yeah, but Scott's not amazing defensively, bro. Mostly he's just standing like just inside. He doesn't have to engage. Like Wan-Bissaka does everything. Wan-Bissaka does everything defensively, bro. So I feel like we need like just a top defender there, bro. Because if we get like we're gonna get an attacking fullback, you see what I'm talking about. If you have to cover both sides, there'll be holes, man.
Bro, you know my thing is I don't even need I don't need a great attacking fullback.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Just be decent, fam.
I hear what you're saying.
Just get the cross into the box. Like, it's not. It's. I mean,
can he take set pieces?
Whoa!
Maybe that will help.
It's just, I'm lost for words. I just can't understand, like, Manchester United.
So don't you think we should be recruiting, like, don't you think we should be recruiting, like, midfielders now to be playing defensive roles? That's what other teams do, pretty much.
Bro, many years ago, Ricky,
I'm saying, midfield is very key for me. The next summer or whenever we're gonna look for players, because Scott and Fred, like, come on, man. Like, we need, if we're gonna play out from the back, we need players that can half turn and play football. Scott and Fred today. Fred.
I forgot to say something here. You see, like, the change in our transfer structure. Apparently, is to basically most of them were involved in our academy previously. So just to bridge the gap between our academy and our first team, because Ollie said,
I told you this though. It's all within.
Spending, bro. Ollie said we're not going to spend in summer, bro.
Why are you so fast?
So maybe all I'm trying to say is that maybe like we just need to get like a winger in the academy, and just train him into a right back or something like that, man.
It's interesting you're saying this, Jerry. I don't know if you remember, but I've been saying this for quite a while. Like the way I've studied football, I've seen the transition in football. It's been happening for a while. You know, the way football is now, really and truly, the best fullbacks are probably the historic right mids.
Gerrard came into Liverpool at right back.
Yeah, but I'm not like
look at bro. It's happening since when Gerrard first broke through. It's been happening for ages.
But even at United, look at Valencia when he went right back. or Ashley Young when he went left back.
Everyone,
It's been like that for a while.
We didn't even rate Valencia like that.
true.
Do you know what I did? You know, I was one of the few people that actually did. Like, you know,
I
I'm
did
contrarian.
too, but like
first.
United fans used to be like,
Nah, there was a time where
Towards the end of his career, towards the end, he was moving mad.
he was
Towards the end, he was moving a bit crap. Let's be honest. Like, towards the end, he wasn't even crossing the ball anymore.
I liked when he came back from his ankle break and he had the iron bar, bro.
Yeah,
He came like hench, bro. He came like wham.
He came out wham. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'll be looking at. Like, I even made a joke not long ago that I will convert James into a right back.
But I don't think he can because I think he's as bad as he's a little bit better than one. I think he's bad as well on the ball.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, that's the problem. Man United on the right side. That's what we have. Wan-Bissaka,
James and mate.
Like James or Wan-Bissaka. If you're watching this, please don't be offended. But that is just as bad as the relegation side.
He must have like one PM that has energy and it's mobile that we can just slap right back like a Fletcher or something in the academy. Like just slap him right back.
Like you said, Ethan Laird. I hope he gets a chance next year. He obviously he's on loan. Is it to MK Dons? I think he's a capable right back. Just give him a chance. Give him a run of games. Ethan Laird.
Oh, Ethan Laird. Yeah, he's sick, bro.
He's got quality, and we're not just.
He's basically both footed, you know.
Yeah, bruv, he's a footballer. Like,
not like that key words.
He's small. Yeah, the size is a bit worrying.
United, yeah, for some reason, I saw like the Ashura Toure kid.
Yeah,
I'm surprised we gave him a debut because we don't like small players.
Yeah, Angel Gomez, like you said.
United, we like big players. We like the Scots. We like the big ones, Pogbas and stuff like that. The small ones don't really make it through. So
yeah, and usually those are the better footballers, if I'm really honest. Obviously, I'm a bit biased because I'm only 5'7", but hey, I'm surprised Brandon hasn't been given a chance. You know, there was a point where was it under Jose where he was playing quite often, and he was not all right.
It was under Oli actually.
Was it under Oli? Yeah, he looks pretty decent. Yeah. So I'm surprised he's not really had any real opportunities.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's playing literally every game, man. So credit to him for being like fit and whatnot because he's played a lot of games. Like a lot.
Yo, Jerry, I found something out, bro. I found out about the Liverpool judge. Apparently, when they sign players, they only sign players that have proven that they can play twice a week under a high workload, do a minimum number of sprints, and not get injured.
Well, damn.
That's why Mane doesn't get injured. That's why Salah doesn't get injured.
Yeah, but I like they're dropping that flies now, though, because that only works for a period of time, 3 years, and then look at them now.
Well, I know, but I'm just trying to say, like, I didn't get it before. Like, I was like, Liverpool, this is like.
I've been saying Liverpool been busting case for so long. Like,
but apparently they signed Ronaldo, Robinson.
They're all fit players. Look at them. They're all fit, bro.
Those are the kind of guys you didn't want to be in a bleep test with. You know, if you did a bleep test, your heart's about to drop out, and they're still going.
Yeah. They signed them because they don't get injured, bro. That's why they signed them. Firmino too. They signed all them because they don't get injured.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That means there was logic to your thinking. Not let's just see who's got the most tackles.
Rotate, bro. As well. They needed the rotation thing. They knew.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That's crazy, right?
I love it, bro. I love it.
But they're failing now, which we all love to see. Yeah. Let's go into the goal. Obviously, Bruno assists once again. Obviously,
is that assist? It's an own goal.
Did he not assist?
I think technically he gets an assist.
Yeah. No, he has to get that, man. He assists the goal.
Goals, bro.
Did he not assist the goal though?
It's an own goal, bro. You don't get assists for own goals.
Did they not?
I think Scott, because it hit Scott in it. It hit Scott.
Even if the person say you assist someone, they shoot, it comes off the post of the goalkeeper and they shoot again, no assist.
Yeah, that's different though.
Yeah.
No, it's the same thing.
I think you might get it, you know.
Well, according to fantasy, they gave it to Scott McTominay in it. So I don't know if that counts, but great cross by Bruno. We got the goal, breakthrough. I thought I was just had the sigh of relief because I didn't see how we're going to
score him, bro.
Yeah, man.
I didn't. But the thing, you guys always say these things, but we had chances to score.
Yeah, but it wasn't going in, and I think,
Aki man told me, like, if Sterling gets a header, is it a clear-cut chance?
Who said that again? Who was that? Who said that? Was that you?
No, I said if Sterling gets the header, it's not a clear-cut chance. If it's Sterling,
it's a clear-cut chance.
I don't care. It's Sterling.
So what? You're saying the restaurant was clear-cut? Bruv, come on.
No, I'm saying
That's
Sterling. I'm ashamed to you that certain footballers, bro, obvious weaknesses.
Yeah, but
Like using my own words against me, you know.
oh man,
But do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Greenwood should have put a couple away today.
Yeah,
yeah.
Greenwood, bro, he needs to slow it down, man.
He hit a post. He hit a post, didn't he?
He should have shot across goal, man. I don't know what kind of shot that was.
Bro, he was flashing it. Like when he
Yeah.
received the ball, he didn't look around him once. He just started.
He was thinking, yeah, I'm going
He
to
started
score.
Greenwood's strength is quickly becoming a weakness. His strength is that straight
Clinical.
length man.
Yeah.
Like, I need to bang, I need to shoot. But if you, and I told you, Jerry, like if he doesn't learn to slow it down, I said it was Greenwood. I said if he doesn't learn to slow it down and compose himself, keywords composure, he's going to miss a lot of opportunities.
You
You
have
know?
too many of them in the team.
What do you mean?
Say that again.
Like too many. Like, do you think having him and Greenwood is too much?
Who and Greenwood?
Like, if you have Greenwood, Rashi,
Rashford, Bruno.
and Barney, and
Yeah.
Bruno, and Pogba, like they're all quite like selfish players.
Yeah, they're all like, yeah, they don't really
Bro,
look.
that's what I'm saying. I think we need a change. We need some players. We need the. That's what I kept on saying. Morris, like we need them kind of players, like them players.
Morris is
who-
greedy too,
But
bro.
Morris, yeah,
No,
he's
not
got that.
Morris, but okay, not Morris, but yeah, not Morris. Not
I'm
Morris,
saying
but
Sancho.
Sancho. We need a
Yeah,
Sancho.
the problem with Sancho, the one thing about the Sancho thing is that he needs someone overlapping him.
Wan-Bissaka.
We need a Hudson Odoi. We need like a Hudson Odoi, someone that can just do their thing by themselves, bro. Like, we need a Hudson Odoi.
Sancho's capable, I think. It's not as much, but he could do it.
No,
He was really funny. We need a Sterling.
Working
Sterling's
at
what we need.
when he's working at like, I'd say Sterling doesn't really create.
Nah, you don't.
He's a finisher.
Yeah.
He's not really a
Well,
creator.
I
We
don't
need
know
a
about
creator.
that finisher. It's a bit. It's
Yeah, we need a
far-fetched.
creator, man. Yeah, I know, but
I know what you mean.
he's fucking at it, but he gets there.
Yeah.
Hey, what's better? A player that gets in position is better, or one that's better at finishing.
It
Gets in
depends.
position.
It depends how good they are.
Gets in
I
position.
was watching Vardy, yeah, and Vardy is not a good finisher, bro. Today.
You don't think?
Today I watched the game.
Yeah, he watched like 3 clear-cut chances. Iheanacho was way better finishing than him. Way better
Iheanacho's
finishing.
a finisher. Iheanacho's a centre forward. Like
Yeah, but Vardy gets in the positions. That's the thing about him. That's why he scores a lot of goals. That's why he gets the 30 goals, the 20 goals a season. Because you will always get in the positions, bro. And we have players in our team that don't really get into those scoring positions. Like Cavani, he's not really.
as well as
clinical.
Cavani does. Yeah, he's the only one.
Other than him, no one else does.
Do you know why? Because do you know what? With Man United, we've got issues. We've got issues. This is what I mean. We've got some issues. We don't have a centre forward.
I was about to say we need a striker, bro. We need a
Do you know what I mean?
striker.
Like, there's different types of players. I get that, and I've always said that in football, the transitions it's not really helping some players like Rashford, who I believe are the kind of strikers that need to play in the 4-4-2. Do you know what I mean? I think a lot of strikers should be playing the 4-4-2. But someone like Cavani who can play in the 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, whatever you want to call it, that's what we need. We need a centre forward, someone who, not a target man per se, but someone who lives and breathes goals, like tap-ins.
If you get a centre forward, yeah, I don't think that like matches what we have currently.
No, it doesn't either. That's what I'm saying. We've got so much imbalance.
Yeah,
We need better players, basically.
Yeah, Harry Kane suits Greenwood and Rashi. Does that make sense? Because they can run it behind off of him or something like that. Like, if you just got like a pure goal, like a Haaland, something like that, I don't see it work with Rashi and Greenwood and them. Yeah, man.
I think it can work with Rashford and Greenwood or whoever, if only our fullbacks were better. Well,
if we're gonna go down that avenue.
But yeah, because really, bro, if you watch football nowadays, like look at most teams, like a lot comes from the fullbacks. Like the fullbacks make such a huge difference.
But we're not. But Wan-Bissaka is here to stay.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
I'm trying to find a way around it, bro. I'm trying to find a way around it.
But that's what I'm saying. But there's like it's a puzzle. Like that's what I said. That's what I said to you last time. Like you can fix one thing, but unless you change everything to have a consistent goal, you fix one thing, you're just going to create another problem somewhere else. And it's just
Hudson Odoi is a winger who takes his man on, holds the width, and can find the man. I feel like we need that ilk of a winger, bro. Like he stays wide, he takes his man on, he can shoot if he has to as well, but he can also find the man. Like, and he's happy to do it by himself.
I'm saying Rafinha from Leeds. I like the look of him.
I like the look of him.
Huh?
He just landed.
So, bruv, if United come calling, bruv, he's leaving, bruv. Come on, Leeds, man. You're not gonna win nothing there.
That team's a bit erratic, bro. That team's a bit.
I don't know, man. We stolen Leeds players before. We've
But I don't want any of their footballers. Their thing is techie. Like, but
that's what we need, though. That's what we need.
Like, I want to see something and just be like, this person will 110% fit there. Like, that's what I want to see.
Now,
Like,
who's that then? Because
Tariq Lamptey, Hudson Odoi,
I'm gonna say come to United. We gotta be realistic.
Tariq Lamptey maybe then.
I'd take peas, fam.
I'll take him.
Right back for
Brighton.
Wing back, bro. Wing back.
He's a wing back. Yeah, he's a right back. Yeah, but he definitely wasn't a fullback growing up.
Yeah, definitely a winger. Definitely a winger.
Definitely a winger.
Definitely a winger.
Like
see that one you could tell. You can tell, man.
Not one Bissaka, because he was a very good team. Bomba Clark.
And there's not many like them old school wingers that like staying wide and creating for their teammates, bro.
Yeah, because everyone was glory now, bro. Everyone that plays forward everyone basically plays as a forward now. So everyone was glory.
The only one in the Premier League that I can see that plays down that right hand side and creates. Obviously, there's
you know,
Traore.
I'm on Traore.
He only works with Jimenez. He only works like a target man. So we don't have a target man on our team. So
I think Man Utd need a target man. I think that's.
Really?
I think
a target man.
No, not a target man per se. Sorry, not a target man per se. But we need a centre forward. We need a centre forward. And when I say centre forward, I mean someone's. One second. I want someone. And I just said this a while ago, and it's only just making sense to me now. I want someone who's a centre forward that can't play anywhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want a centre forward that can play on the right. I can play. Yeah, I want a centre forward.
Perfect, you know. I think Harry Kane's
saying. I want some. Yeah, basically someone. That's his thing. Like I
want either a creative striker or a complete striker who can do both. Like I want either I want a creative one or a complete one. Like
I just want Harry Kane. I want Harry Kane.
Yeah, because Harry's saying Aguero. I don't think he's coming to United, boy. But who's there? Yeah, Harry Kane for me.
I don't even want to grow, you know. I want someone who's 6 foot plus. I can't relax you. I can't relax you. I want a Harry Kane. I want someone who can. You said complete. Like Aguero is one of the best strikers I've watched.
But he's not complete, is he?
He's like he suits the style of football that works for them. Yeah. But I want Harry Kane or Haaland or a younger Cavani or you know what I mean, like
Lewandowski, bro.
Lewandowski, yeah. Lewandowski is the blueprint of what I'm looking for.
Yes,
Lewandowski is probably the blueprint of what I'm looking for.
I love Benzema, man. Benzema's a baller. Is the green, yeah.
Big Jess, what you saying?
Why does Mama look like he just come up from a move or something?
The Grim Reaper.
Man, what's going on?
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Wait, say that again?
So you look like a skin man, bro.
No. What you guys saying?
Obviously, big win today. It looks like we've got a secure hand in the top 4. Obviously, we watched the game. What was your thoughts on the 1-0 and how we played and whatnot?
We should have scored more goals, to be honest. We created a lot of chances, the XG and that.
You're learning.
Yeah, we created a lot of chances. The first half wasn't that good, to be honest, man. They were just defending the whole game. Yeah, it was. We should have scored more goals, but I'm happy we got the result, to be honest. I thought it would be a draw today, I'll be honest, man. But even though it was an own goal, we should have scored more goals today. So it was a well-deserved win from us anyway.
You know what's bad, yeah? This month, obviously, coming into this month, I was looking at the fixtures. When you think about it, we've had City, obviously the first leg last week, 1-1. Obviously, we're gutted that we conceded last minute, and then we won today. It's looking all right, I guess.
Yeah, no, it is though. You know me. I always try and bring some balance to the conversation. So if you're not going to be negative, I have to bring some positivity, right? And I think in terms of bringing some positivity, when you look at the fixtures and you see the results, it's not been bad. It's been pretty decent. We beat City. That's big. We could have easily not run to today's game. The only one that leaves a real bitter taste in my mouth is probably which one? Was it Everton that we conceded?
I'm talking about
AC Milan's not done yet. I mean, AC Milan. As I said, we will assess that one on Thursday.
on Thursday. Oh, boy.
We'll assess that one on Thursday. But the one is it Everton? We conceded last minute. That's the one.
That wasn't. I'm talking about this month of March.
Okay, let me know the games again. Sorry, City.
So we had City, AC Milan. We have West Ham obviously today, and then we got AC Milan again, and then Leicester next week. So right now, out of the 5-6 games, we've won 3, so not one.
It's not
won 2, and then we got a draw in the other one.
And the competition is not finished, so we've got to see how it goes against AC Milan. I'm really praying that Rashford has a very, very cold.
Yeah, I think I've seen the group. Rich only said the players will be back, so that is huge news. If Pogba's back, if Cavani, Martial, any of them, we need all the help we can get, because if Zlatan's back and we still had this team that we played today, I can't lie, man. Thursday could get sticky, bro. Like,
it was mad, yeah. Did you mind watch the derby today, the Arsenal and Tottenham game?
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Would you agree that Tottenham have better players than Arsenal?
Would I agree that Tottenham have better players than Arsenal? Yeah,
it's tough, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it depends. Front four is way better.
The front, that's what I'm saying. The front, but the back.
Yeah, especially without Aubameyang on the pitch, yeah, I'd say that they're much better. But like, because Arteta has a way of playing, bro, like it just makes things easier.
You see, Jax, I know you've been cussing up, but did you see them today though? They were sourcing.
Yeah, but I was watching it. I enjoyed the game. I genuinely enjoyed the game because I was watching the game.
Tottenham still could have won that game, but you understand that Arsenal are the team that should win the game.
They should
have won. Bro, I enjoyed the game.
That's the thing, and like when I'm looking at this month, I'm talking about this month. Our performances haven't been good enough, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm just talking about results, man, because performances.
I know,
but Ricky, this is what I was saying about. I think this is the last argument that we had. I was saying whilst I agree and I understand that the performances really and truly are not good enough, but the results are coming, so we're doing something right. We're definitely doing something right. We could talk about Arteta or you, but they're still 10th. they're still 10th.
I think today's game shows you that kind of like it just shows you our team. Like, of course, like if you have world-class players, you have really good, like they could do an Amena moment, and you can still win the game.
I don't think it's even world-class. It's just good players. I mean,
bro,
I don't know about you
this season.
Huh?
Have you seen some of the goals we've scored this season?
No, sorry. Okay, let me try to understand what you're saying. But
yeah, some of the goals you scored this season are worldies. I think if you get like the goals of the season, the All United get goals pretty much. Sweet. Yeah. It's a mad thing.
So Ricky, what I'm saying, and that's what I said. I'm not disagreeing. It's about just understanding my viewpoint. If it's working, why do you need to change it? Obviously, yes, I understand we need to play better, but with the transition, it's working. So why would you want to change it? And I alluded to Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho sets his team up. Does Jose Mourinho not have a style of football? He does.
No, I'm not talking about. When I say a style of football, I don't mean that. What I mean by that is that he hasn't got a way of making consistent chances when the game is 0-0. When the game is 0-0, 1-1. Oli doesn't know I don't know what he's doing basically in those.
I don't think he's got a very popular style. I don't think he's great at it either. But that's where it comes down to. But I think that's when it comes down to players. And I think the best example I can give is Jose. You know, I don't think Jose has ever had a consistent way of attacking either. You know, I just feel like he's
football though. I don't know,
yeah, but I think that's how Oli is. He sets his team up, and that's what I even said to someone. That freestyle thing, a bit of it is freestyle. He gives them the freedom to do what they want up front. Like, and I think Jose's been doing that for years. I think that's how Jose plays.
Do you think Oli kind of like just built upon the foundation that Jose left, basically?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have to, bro. That's what I've been saying for years.
I
agree.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I see like all of this, like Oli and all of that, it just looks very Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, 100%.
Jerry, did I not say immediately that Ole is basically played just like so? What? And that's what I keep telling you. I think he actually done a decent job because the difference between Jose and Ole was Ole actually got them counter-attacking better. Do you know what I mean? So he actually, took what he had and said, okay, how can I make this better? And that's what he's done so far. And I think, and I said it to you, if you remember, is we're trying to transition into the team who tries to build on the front foot, but I don't think he's got the coaching ability and the players to do so. And so what's working right now is working, and you should keep up with it. And I give him credit for getting what he's getting right now.
Yeah, we need to get the first goal, man. Because we don't get the first goal.
We don't get the first because it's a bit sticky. But we have come back this season a lot, which is remarkable. But it won't last. Let me just read Big Ron's comments. Says, good evening, gents. Good evening to you, Big Ron. He says, tough game. West Ham parked more bosses than Arriva at the depot. He says, Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof look solid. Antonio bounced off Shaw a few times. I think Shaw will enter the WWE when he has.
But Shaw is strong, fam.
Yeah.
I'm always saying Shaw is strong and fast. Like,
He looks fit. He looked more fitter, man. And then he goes to say, Jose's football's Jurassic Park, the bus. Such a fall from grace for Jose. Yeah, man. When Jose fails, like Jack, you said in the group today, we're so happy he's not our manager anymore.
Bro, I was out of everyone that supports United, I was so unhappy with the appointment of Jose Mourinho.
I was frontline.
Devastated.
Jack, I'm gonna trade you.
I was devastated.
I some people, Jesse.
Jesse was that's why Ricky's talking about football. As like Ricky don't really know me that well. Like, bro, nobody hates poor football than me, bro. Like I am the biggest pet fan.
Ask Jerry, bro. I'm not anti. Like I'm asking. I hate Pep Guardiola's snobbery. Like ask Jerry. Like I hate Pep Guardiola's snobbery. Like Pep Guardiola is a football snob. He thinks if you don't play football his way, after men goes well, then you can't. I don't mind that. Like, you have to when you do it.
Away. Yeah.
Like if you see Ismail Lan's thing with Jose Mourinho, like phenomenal. I don't mind. Like that was a footballing masterclass. But if it's not working, you need to have more strings in your bowl, man. That's what football's about. You can't just have.
Oh, they don't have that, bro. You don't have that.
It has to be. Playing football, bro. It has to be like amazing. It has to be like.
That's something you have to wake up and smell the coffee. Ole ate like he got it. So he just got it. Like, that's also just give him credit when it's due. Like you know what I mean?
That negative thing. Even Mourinho can't do it anymore because it doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore.
It don't work. Don't work. I would hate Mourinho to be my manager.
People have clocked it.
Do you know why? Because football's changed and it's like business, bro. I don't want to bring business in it again, but business. If you don't innovate with the times. Right, if you don't innovate and you move it, you're gonna go bankrupt like Blockbuster and then man there.
Apple killed the iPod. You get to the same.
Yeah, you have to innovate. Even if you're the best at the time, you have to move with the times. Otherwise, you will get left behind. And I think that's what's happening with Jose. And people don't clock the thing like Jose's thing. Do you know what I mean? So you talk about Arteta. Jose is set up perfectly for Arteta. Perfectly. I think it was like
he didn't impress, bro. He didn't impress today. I don't know what he was doing, bro. He didn't impress.
It was perfect.
Big Ron says, I heard what you say about Pep, but Pep innovates the game. He constantly breaking new ground. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. But Pep,
listen, Pep is a great coach. He has great players, fam. Like,
but he even says it. He always backs the players. He says,
right.
He even said, obviously, the Sheffield manager, sadly, he lost his job. He said if he went to Sheffield. And then that guy went to City. That guy will win the league. He will struggle with Sheffield United.
See, I've used this example before when we talk about players.
It was mad, bro.
I've used this example.
Pep's preference of a top player, is technical. Yeah,
all of them.
But the other thing is like Pep Guardiola did struggle against tall sides when he first came to the Prem.
Yeah,
his team has an obvious weakness. He doesn't have company anymore. Company's not in that team anymore. I don't know why people are not trying to get corners against them and do a little something there, but
they're scared.
I think
teams in this Prem, they do this thing and it annoys me, where like when a team is on top, they just give up. They just go there.
Retreat.
Bro,
when it comes to United, no matter how far on top we are, we'll always come and give us a game.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because, bro, if you beat Man United, it's much bigger than Biggest City. No matter where we are, we could be 10th in the league. If you beat Man United, from papers.
New contract. All he's getting a new contract.
Listen. I was about to listen. I've got my notes, fam. Because
time is going. Let's go.
I haven't heard you lot's thought because obviously on Twitter, the whole football Twitter, it was going crazy.
I told you.
It broke on the news. Was it yesterday?
I told you, man. Yeah.
Let me read it. It's a Solskjaer. This ain't official, but the rumors are strong from everyone. So it's a Solskjaer secured an agreement to sign a new contract with Manchester United Football Club worth $9 million a year. Sources say talks are set to begin any day on a new deal. Jesse, gonna come to you first. Is this good news, or is it? Are we making the same mistake again? Because obviously, you remember Jose got that new contract. Was it in March after his first season? It was like out of the blue. Oli, it looks like I don't get the timing of this, but it looks like he's gonna sign a new deal. What's your thoughts, man?
Boy, man, this is too soon, man. The season's not even over. The season's not even over. What the talks are going on now, yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be
It looks like
announced.
it's gonna start this week still.
Yeah, it's gonna announce.
They're waiting for him to secure top 4, and then they're gonna announce it.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
what I don't want, man. I mean, I don't want. Wait until the contract's finished, man. Wait
No, but
until
then
the
you need security, as people say, job security and whatnot. So,
we have to wait till he needs to win a trophy, innit? Like, we need to see what we're gonna achieve at the end of the season. If he wins a trophy and gets top 4 and he gets a new deal, then it won't be too bad, innit? Like, I won't be that angry, to be honest, because next year's his last year, innit? So it'll make sense if he got a new deal by winning a trophy and getting top 4. If he gets a new deal during this season and we don't get top 4 and no trophy, then they're just repeating what they done before they fully appointed him as a new manager, which was stupid back then, but we're stuck with him now, innit?
yeah, my thing is, before I get to the rest of you, my thing is again the timing. Like you said, what if he signs and then we don't make top 4, we don't win a trophy, and then next season it starts off bad, and then the inevitable happens, he gets sacked. But then we're gonna have to pay him. You remember how much we had to pay Jose just to sack him, fam?
Yeah,
Please, fam. Nah, I'm not on that. Obviously, Jax, your beloved Oli, does he warrant this contract, or is it like you always say, is a let's see thing, man?
First and foremost, Ole is not my beloved, right? I'll just defend him because I feel like the negative energy towards him is a bit much. But no, I think with you, Jerry, the timing is horrible. I don't, sometimes I look at some things and I just wonder, like, what is going through your minds? Like, what are you doing? But what is the sense? I want to sit them in a room and ask them, what is your logic for this decision? I don't understand it. I would want to wait a bit further towards the end of the season to see if he will get a new contract or not before we make that conversation. But according to my analysis, Ole was never going to get sacked. I think that's what I think that's the truth. He was never, even if he finishes 6th this season, he ain't getting sacked, because what I'm recognizing as to what they're trying to build, this whole United DNA.
Yeah, the technical
Ole is a big part of that. So guys, we're stuck. You might as well just get off the program. Freestyle football all day, every day.
Rick, what are you telling me, man? What are you
I'm
telling me
right now, bro?
Wow.
I'm comfortable, bro. I'm very uncomfortable, bro. I'm not so angry, because I know everything that you man are saying makes sense. Cool. I know our club.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I know our club. Man. I know our club. Like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how. Like, we're gonna give. Ollie's gonna have a squad. Yeah, that bare minimum should be achieving top 4 anyway. Yeah, bare minimum. The squad is gonna be given. Players are gonna get. He's gonna get players that are gonna be top 4 bare minimum. So obviously the improvement on that now is challenging for titles, obviously, and they're just happy with being in top 4 because it secures their sponsorship, secures the Champions League's rights, it secures their money, basically their bag, and this is why, like, I want us to be like hypercritical of the club, of everyone at the club, because they're all part of the plan. We're all happy with the Glazers doing this nonsense, or else it wouldn't be working for them. Does that make sense? Like, so whether it's friendly Ollie or it's Ed Woodward or anything like that, bro, we need to be getting on to them. Like the whole.
But can I bounce off that? Ricky? Yeah, I understand that, and I've always said that the issue is the guys above. And which is funny enough. That's why I try not to blame the managers, because obviously with Ollie, he's definitely part of the plan, right? But prior to that, Mourinho, Van Gaal, Moyes, they were part of that. And we as fans, we kept on blaming them. Oh, Jose. Oh, but the issue is, it comes down to to the
So
guys
for me,
up there.
you know what? For me, it's not even the owners. Because obviously we hate the Glazers. I get it, but it's that Woodward guy, fam. The owners don't pick the managers. It's him. He is in charge of picking.
I want to,
Bruv.
bro. I don't know. I don't know if Woodward actually watches football.
Nah, he's a banker. He got David Gill when he left. It was like I know Ferguson left, but him leaving as well was like, oh my days, we're done out here, fam.
Like, don't you guys want like a manager that if he gets success can pattern this board? Like if Mourinho gets success,
It's a big if, bro. That's the thing.
If Mourinho got success, he would pattern this board. He would.
But he did kind of get success.
No. Because the whole thing is stocks and shares. If they got a manager that has success and he's holding the stocks at this price, sacking that manager drops the share price. They won't do it. You know what I'm saying?
The issue with that is if the share price is there.
If Oli gets success, yeah, he's not going to be able to go to them man and be like, all right, pattern up.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that voice. He's not that guy.
But the issue is
with that character at our club, bro.
Bro, I totally agree. But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because Jose definitely should have patterned the club, and he tried to. I think he tried to, and it backfired.
He had the success yet, bro. I don't think he had.
But he just won
his second.
And he won
he used to win the league, bro.
But bro, how do you win the league without the players? Bro, that's something about self-fulfilling prophecy.
Conte waited to win the league, and they started doing his thing.
And what happened?
I
know. Like
Yeah.
Chelsea are the extreme, bro. We're not as bad as Chelsea, fam. Like, but like Mourinho was too premature. He was swinging his cojones around too early, bro. Like, he should have carried on going.
I see what you're saying.
And then you would have had them checkmate and be like, I want this, I want this.
Do you think you could have won? Do you think you could have won without that though? Do you know what I mean? Because he said to us, right, that finishing second of the squad that he had was the biggest achievement he's ever had in his, obviously he's very exaggerated, but you know, when you actually pre it, there's some sense to that, you know. So could he have actually moved forward into actually winning the league with the team that he had? But no, he was given Grant. Who was he given? Grant.
No, I don't think it's down to his outlook. I think because he's like a half glass full, like half glass empty person, should I say? Like that's how he is. Like, so he doesn't see the possibilities. Like if he had more of a positive outlook, he had players there that he could nurture, definitely, man. But he doesn't have that outlook.
He actually got disrespected that last season, man. Man said they bought him Grant, Fred, and Dallo. That even.
No, but he had Lukaku though, didn't he?
That's my issue, fam.
No, I'm saying the season after, like we just finished second. Okay, we lost the FA Cup final. Now this should be the year where we push on and try to win the league title. And
deep it though. He had his dream striker. He had Lukaku, bro.
Yeah, but
I think he didn't analyze Lukaku enough. I think when Lukaku came, he realized, oh my gosh, this is the kind of player I really wanted. I think he feels the same about Pogba.
Because, like you said, then he wanted Perisic to add to that, and he didn't get it. Who did he get instead? Like Perisic was a big thing for him, and the board they went on it, fam. They wanted to sell. Was it Martial?
Perisic did win a Champions League.
Yeah, anyway. Maybe
Mourinho's right. Maybe, but the thing that's the thing. Like, of course, Mourinho's right. Of course, Mourinho's right because Mourinho has football experience and them man don't.
Exactly.
They shouldn't even be talking.
Yeah. This is it. So now they've got another manager who hasn't got football experience, and is that blind mice leading blind mice.
So with this technical director, it looks like we're trying to get football people with titles. Obviously, Fletcher. I hope.
No, but Jerry, you have to remember. Like, we have to remember what their job is. Their job is to bridge the academy and the first team.
I think that's Darren Fletcher's role.
No. All of them. The guy who's gone technical.
Yeah, but I think Fletcher. Yeah, I get that
as well.
Yeah, head of the football development. I know
exactly. So all of them, the main push is to bring through better academy.
Yeah, but that is the United way. Let's be real. Like
no. Yeah, we have to deep here. We have Man City and PSG money.
I was just about to say that.
So
that way ain't gonna work.
For our director of football, just to be basically a development of football.
No,
it's taking a mick. That's taking a mick.
That's how you go bankrupt. That's how you go bankrupt.
Like this year, Chelsea have the probably the best academy
Yeah.
in the world, yeah? And even they have recruitment people to go and buy Havertz from the Bundesliga, bro.
Yeah.
So they're mocking it. They actually are mocking it. They just want to pocket more keys.
Yeah, you got to find a balance. You got to find a balance
Look
between
at Chelsea right now thinking, yo, Chelsea are making money from the academy, you know. How can we do that?
Yeah. Let me just read the comments and then we can wrap it up there. Where is it? Big Ron once again. He says, "I think there is a good manager in Oli somewhere hiding." LOL.
Yes.
The potential is there for
Yes.
semi-finals. It could have been different if they went our way. That is true, but they didn't. So
I agree. No, Jerry, I think
I
he's
agree
good
with
at
his statement
football.
though. He's not bad. I don't think
I
he's
think
bad
he's good at
manager.
knockout football. I think knockout football is good, but leagues, he has no chance in hell. No chance in league.
You don't think so? But this season we could have done something.
Seriously, he has no chance in hell. He has no chance in hell.
He said, "Oli ain't perfect, but as supporters, we have to support. It's in the name."
Is it?
Yes, I get. We support the team though. It's not Oli Football Club. It's Manchester United Football Club. So obviously, I get it back the manager and whatnot. But if we have difference of opinion of what the manager like, everyone's entitled to their own in it. Jacob says top four is now looking good.
Yeah.
I think so. That was a big win today. Big Run again says that season Perisic put in more crosses than any other player in the top leagues. Him swinging in them for Lukaku would have been. Yeah, man, that's exactly what I was saying. Because
when Lukaku was here, we did not.
you didn't even cross. Exactly.
Crossing that.
And Jose probably recognized that and asked for Perisic. It's this very, very common sense fix.
Jose had Luke Shaw and telling you that he can't deny it.
Wow. Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, see, but as I said, Jose was very disrespectful.
Yeah, he
Very,
was.
he's not someone I wanted in my club. No way.
Yeah, man. His whole demeanor, I don't rate him, man. But Jacob says the thought one of McTominay and Fred should have been more present in the box today. Too many times, Shaw, Fernandez, James looking for extra body in the box, and it wasn't there. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, man.
Yeah.
There were too many crosses across goal, and no one was there. He says Oli can learn. I think a lot of our tactics are defined by our squad. When I see the amount of misplaced passes and bad finishes, I feel a little bit sorry for Oli.
Jacob, where have you been?
But he does have his flaws. He does have his flaws.
Yeah, well, I've said this as well. Yeah.
Some games we don't seem to create much at all, but tonight was better. Yeah, I agree with that 100%, man.
Of course it was better. We 1-0 ahead, man.
No, but before that though, Ricky, man, I like that, man. You have to give
before that
some chances, fam.
I think it was after, you know.
No.
After was most of the chances.
Rashford's header was not after.
About the first half, I don't even think what that
Greenwood's. No, but you can't just dismiss it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Greenwood's chance was before we scored.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, come on, man. We created a couple that should have scored, I reckon.
Let's talk this, yeah. We had the possession. Wait. We had the ball for a whole 45 minutes, and we made 2 chances, bro.
It's tough, bro. 5-4-1. How are you gonna?
It was hard to break them down, but to move forward,
it's hard for us. That was City, bro.
City struggle sometimes as well, Ricky. They struggled. Watch their games. Sometimes they struggle.
More times than not, they're slapping those teams at 5-6-0.
No, West Ham is off. Come on, this is what I mean, guys. This is what I mean by
when they faced West Ham, was it last week or 2? It was
2-1. They struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
I've watched their games. They've struggled sometimes.
They're struggling. Our struggling is different. They're different poles.
They're levels above us. I get that. But I'm saying, bro, like
Arching is just like I saw Vardy today creating like tap-ins for Ian Archer. I was like,
wow. Ricky, did you know Leicester's game? A lot of us counter-attacking. Watch it again.
Nah.
I watched the game live. 4 of the goals. Yeah, Sheffield, I don't know who the new manager was, what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking, but they were pushing up. And 4 of their goals were from counter-attack, where Sheffield lost the ball and then they pushed up. And then it was like
pressing.
No, but they lost the ball. Watch it again.
Not counter-attacking, counter-pressing.
Bro, you have to counter-attack comes from counter-pressing.
No, it's high up the pitch, bro. When you hear counter, it makes you think that they were deep. Yeah.
So basically, they pressed out high, stole the ball, and then boom.
Okay, can someone define to me what a counter-attack is, please?
It's just difference of where we win the ball.
Yes, I know. I know, but they didn't. The other goals were won in the what is it in the
No, they were, bro.
And it was
let's go
in
back and watch them.
it wasn't in Leicester's half, was it?
Bro,
No, it
there was one that the Sheffield
Sheffield
brick
half,
tried to do
bro.
a Cruyff turn. He tried to do a Cruyff turn on the wing, and he lost the ball. And then when it counted, and scored.
Yeah.
Have you not watched the matches before me?
That was one goal, though. You said,
Yeah, I could go for each one.
four. You said four, Jack. You said
Oh my god.
four. You said four of them. Four of them
Big,
were attacks.
big run. Ollie's new
Yeah.
contract is like COVID and the national lockdown.
Oh,
It was inevitable. There's no point trying to fight it. Just embrace it. Keep your fingers crossed. Like, that's what we said. We're here for the ride, isn't it? Like, there's nothing we can say.
Jerry, just feels like the Titanic, bro.
Yeah, it's
I'm playing the violin and that, bro.
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh
But,
my god.
yeah, guys, we're gonna obviously bring this to an end because time and whatnot. But yeah, man, another win in the bag. It looks like we are back to second. Top four is looking juicy right now. That we're
What is
gonna
that, Devil?
hopefully secure that. Obviously the news with the new
Yeah,
contract.
don't say that.
We'll dive into that in another thing. But before we go, obviously, man of the matches, guys. I know Sky gave it to Luke Shaw. Jesse wasn't really too impressed with that. So Jesse, give me your man of the match.
I don't particularly like this guy, but he was very.
Forget the personal thing, bro. Football.
Maguire was very, very good today, man. I want to see more of those performances from him, man. He was actually like a leader at the back today. I'll be real. Like he was getting a lot of blocks. He was talking. I think he was probably thinking, I missed this chance against 80 million. I need to like kind of redeem myself this time. That's what it seemed like. I saw him today. He was shouting, he's like, 50 million guys, come on. I saw
that, bro. I started getting at him. I was like, why you spell at people?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So he actually played very well today. I was thinking if you don't get a clean sheet, I wouldn't even blame him. I'll blame the other players in it. So Maguire man of the match.
Rick, what are you telling me, man?
Remember Saka? I'm joking.
No way.
Bro, don't play games.
I have Maguire, bro. Harry Maguire.
Okay. Jax, what are you saying?
Harry Maguire. Special honourable mention to Luke Shaw again and Greenwood.
Yeah, that's sweet. Shout out to Jacob. He says we've got 4 league clean sheets. Wow, 4 league.
Thank you, Jacob. I did Jacob. Positivity. Bring some energy. Always at the wheel.
Obviously, I just seen the news. Obviously, it popped on my phone. It looks like we got some players back. So Ollie just said we actually hope all 5 of them will be back. So I'm guessing the 5 are. He's saying De Gea, hopefully, Donny van der Beek, Edison Cavani, Paul Pogba maybe, and Martial is very likely to be back. So it's a stronger squad to travel to Italy with.
That's so funny. All those 4 names should be started.
That is a huge boost, man. That changed my whole.
Only didn't play that Donny though. Only didn't play Donny.
I know, but I'm saying that they should be started. Those are top players.
Yeah, but Pogba, Cavani, Martial, big players that were missing.
I think the main two in mine is Pogba and Cavani, man. Because
Jesse, what? So we're saying that Cavani's still ahead of Martial?
Yes. Hey, listen, don't see. This is what I'm saying. Don't forget what Martial's done.
Yeah, this guy.
One good performance against Man City. He's back. No, he still hasn't scored.
Are you sure?
Look,
No.
AC Milan. What? AC Milan. We couldn't even put no crosses in the box.
Martial's here for like the next 4 or 5 seasons, bro. Cavani's just a stop, bro.
Listen. We'll talk about the players.
I think Jesse's got a point, man. Martial played well against City, and that's one of his few games that he's actually played well.
Yes,
and that game
in the world, bro.
Yeah, but Vicky, we were very well suited. We were very, very well suited to play against City with Martial, fam.
I mean, he's pulling your leg. You know, I'm pulling it for him, man. But listen,
I like Martial. I think he's a good footballer, but he's a bit luxury.
Yeah, but will you start him in the next game?
Will I start him?
I know. Don't answer that. Preview coming Wednesday night, guys. Make sure you're tuned in for that big game next coming, man. Obviously, Thursday night we have to go through, man. That first leg, that last goal, it really stung us. But obviously, with these guys back, I feel more positive. Tomorrow, Sleeping Giants podcast hopefully will be going on. So, guys, make sure you follow us on Instagram so you know if that's actually going ahead, because you know the other guys are a bit untrustworthy. But listen, it's going to go ahead. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. What else? What else is on the agenda? I think that's it, you know. So
Yep. And AC Milan preview.
yeah. What was your man of the match, Jax?
I'm Maguire.
Yeah, so everyone's going for Maguire. Yeah, I'm going for Maguire. Yeah, has to be Maguire. But the 4 clean sheets in the row. So what's that? Is it Chelsea away, Palace away, City away, West Ham? It's not bad. Shout out to Jacob.
Shout out to Ole. Shout out to Ole. Ricky. Shout out to Ole.
No, I told you guys our defense wasn't that bad. All of you man here, we're talking to him about our defense is shocking, bro.
Listen.
It's the team. The team.
That's what I said, bro.
He said that.
But that's what I said. We don't disagree. We have to forgo the attack to defend. That's what I'm saying.
See, this is what I mean.
Before all of that, you can go. You still have feathers in front of them, though.
This is what I mean. I think people are forgetting that we always concede we concede every goal first. Every single game we concede first. Now you're saying our defense is good. No, is a balance. Our attack is good. Then our attack is not good. Then our defense is good. Then our defense is not good.
Bro, it's because we always have to forgo something, fam. That's all it is.
I never said our defense was bad, bro. I always said our attack was bad.
Our defense is bad. Bro. Don't forget that our defense is bad, Rick.
It's not amazing, but it's bad.
We can go on forever. It's not
amazing, but it's not bad.
Basically, let me tell you what it is. If you're going to play well defensively, we're not going to play well attacking wise. And if we're going to play well attacking wise, we're not going to play well defensively. That's the bottom line, fam. That's what it is.
Yeah, Ollie's at the wheel, man. Ollie's at the wheel. So, guys, we're going to wrap up there. Like I said, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one.